smoking motorcycle, two young guys. They planned to go around the border, traveling across all of Latin America. They left everything behind and set out on a journey. They left their hometown, and ahead of them was the open road, but they didn't get far before crashing into a ditch. As they got closer to the border, they wiped out on turns often. Their motorcycle, already old, started having problems. They pushed it into town. Unfortunately, it completely broke down. Miles said goodbye to their old friend, holding back tears. Fuser changed plans to visit a mine. A husband was picked by the boss to get on the truck. His wife was left behind, not knowing where to go. Fuser saw they were thirsty and stepped in to argue, but the boss threatened him. There was nothing he could do. He picked up a rock and threw it at the truck, but that didn't change anyone's fate. They caught another ride and met many others. They were farmers kicked off their land. In one village, Fuser was deeply moved by the people he met. With help from a kind teacher, they learned about leprosy. The teacher saw hope in their eyes and recommended they visit a hospital for leprosy patients. The two boarded a boat and said goodbye. Behind them was a fishing boat full of poor people. All along the way, they saw nothing but poverty and suffering. When they arrived at the hospital, they became volunteers. One side was the hospital, the other side was for patients. They took a boat across. Once they landed, they warmly shook hands with the patients, treating them like normal people. But the nuns didn't approve. They helped build houses for the patients, played sports with them, and took real responsibility. One day, because they didn't attend mass, the nun refused to give them food, but the kind patients shared what little they had. Miles got an invitation. A doctor there wrote him a recommendation. He was hired by the hospital. Fuser was happy for him. Fuser celebrated his 24th birthday there. The doctor was thankful for everything the two had done. He had seen it all, so he prepared a small boat to help them on their journey. Encouraged by everyone, Fuser gave a speech. The room fell completely silent. His maturity surprised everyone. Fuser walked outside and looked across the river. He unbuttoned his shirt, ignored Miles' protests, and jumped into the water. He was going to swim across to celebrate his birthday. Miles shouted, drawing a crowd. Patients on the other side came out too. Fuser swam hard through the water. Everyone cheered him on. Finally, he reached the other side. The patients pulled him up onto the shore. He became the first person to swim across that river.